Hello and welcome to another Unity quick tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to be going over light cookies and projectors. Now these are two very simple but very powerful, well, can be very powerful features. Light cookies is for stuff where you want, where you want to transmit something onto something via a light, basically. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Let me just make this 12 by 12 by 1 by 12 I should say. 12.0.5 probably. That'll be fine. That will be fine. Ow. Okay. So this is our cube. We've not got a light, but it's fine. Just do that. There we go. Light sorted. 0.3. There we go. Right. So we can fly about because I'm using the move camera that we used yesterday. I don't know if it was yesterday. Don't hold me on that one. Oh my god. So yeah, that we made it the last tutorial, I should say then. If it was the last tutorial, I don't know what order I'm gonna actually upload these in, but you know. Okay, let's get into it then. So projectors to start off with, we've got, what's this called? The blob light projector. And okay, for the sake of this, the directional light's going to be turned down to about 0.1. And I'm going to drag that in there, hold control, hold the y-axis, and move it up a little bit. So now, as you can see, we've got ourselves a little bit of a light in the form of a blob. So that's what that projector does. We've got a blob shadow. So if you ever want to add a shadow in, then you can do that using the blob shadow. Okay. There we go. And then we've got the grid projector, which is just pretty much a grid. It displays a grid. I mean, how simple is that? So if we go into this, we've now got a grid. This can be useful on levels where you're testing out things. I don't know. I've never used it personally, but that's just me. Everyone does different things on this engine. Now, okay, so that's the projector's pretty much done. That was pretty easy. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete the projectors. There we go. And we're gonna get into lights. Now I'm gonna create another light, but this time it's gonna be a spotlight. It's gonna be aimed at the floor. Over here, there we go. Just holding control here to position it. There we go. And now you can probably already see where we're going to be going here. We've got a cookie and a flare. Now the flares, I'm going to go over them as, actually no, I'm not, because they're not worth it. Just check them out for yourself, just drag them in. Pretty much it. Light cookies. Now I'm gonna show you how to make your own light cookie as well, because some people might not know how to do that. But a flashlight, you just drag that into the cookie section, and as you can see there, it actually makes the light in a kind of like flashlight kind of thing. And a regular flashlight is pretty much another flashlight but irregular. I don't know how to explain that even more, but you know, that's just that. You've got hard where it doesn't fade out. You've got soft where it's pretty much, yeah, it's pretty much just that. And then you got square, which is like the grid, but probably not as recommended. Let's do that. So here we go. We've got this one here. I should probably have set them up. And we've got the flashlight. Come out of that. And then all the others are pretty much the same. You can see them in the editor. I don't really need to go into the in-game one. So here's how you create your own then. Now, the recommended way of doing this is going into something like Photoshop or Paint.net. But you can do it on Paint if you wanted to, but it's recommended that you go on something that supports PNGs being transparent. And we're going to make a new file, new picture, and it's going to be 124 by 124. That's going to create a square, and we're just going to select a big sized brush and delete half of the, not half of it, delete it all, so that it's all transparent. Now whatever you want to project, so if I wanted to project something from my effects list, let's have a look. What can we do? Render. What's in here? Gentry. Let's do a tree. We wanted to project a tree. Vertical height. Oops, let's just reset that one. Reseed. So now it's going to project a tree, and it's going to be transparent, so it'll only project what's not transparent basically. So let's save that somewhere that we can find it. I'm just going to put it in my project folder, and I'm going to name it own cookie. Obviously if you're going to be using loads, you'd name it whatever it is a cookie of. So now we've got own cookie, but you can't see it because it doesn't come up as transparent in the editor, but it pretty much is transparent. So let's go on to our spotlight. I'm going to move it down a little bit so we can see it, and I'm going to drag in our cookie. So there you go. As you can see, we've got our own cookie. It's not worked out quite as what I wanted it to, but this is pretty much what you need to mess about with. So oops, let's go into that. So yeah, the reason why it's not worked is because the picture isn't set. So as you can see, the texture type is just a texture. We can have normal map, we can have GUI, that kind of works, but we want cookie. Pretty much the same, but a cookie. And we want, is this a point light or is it a spotlight? Let's apply that. This is a spotlight, so the own cookie needs to be a spotlight too. Apply. And then the maximum size you can turn up to the highest if you wanted to. And then you've got this as well. So you can pretty much just mess about with it all. You can grayscale it. Not recommended. So yeah. Now when we go in, we've got our cookie as pretty much our tree. And the closer you get, the clearer it is. The further away, it's blurrier. So that's cookies and projectors. 9 minutes. I can go into fuzz. Seems though I may as well, since I'm on spotlights. So floors, we've got them. I'm just going to delete that cookie. There we go. Dragging the floor to the floor section, and there you go. You can see that's what a flare is. Also, what a flare is, you can't see that one that much. And then you got the sun flare, like that. So pretty much when you look away, the flare goes away. When you look to it, it just kind of comes in. So how the sun, when you first look at it, it's not like really bright, and then it gets really bright. It's pretty much like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yep, that's all I wanted to go over. So thank you for watching this tutorial. I hope you've liked the short tutorials. I'm not sure if I'll do any more now. Possibly will, possibly not. I don't know. If you have anything that you want me to look into, or you want me to do a tutorial on, if I already know how to do it, leave a comment. I'm open for ideas. And yeah, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you next time.